In this video, we'll be looking at crazy TikTok conspiracy theories that will leave you speechless.
This could be the strangest and most mysterious YouTube channel of all time. In 2015, a YouTube channel by the name Unfavorable Semicircle appeared, and it was uploading thousands of incredibly abstract videos with distorted and creepy audio. Some of the videos were only a few seconds long and featured random patterns with audio in the background. But what was odd was that the videos were known to shut down and interfere with Androids and other devices. The channel first started to get a lot of recognition after it was banned off of YouTube. Before this, many users thought it could be similar to WebDriver Torso, which we found out was just a YouTube algorithm testing channel. But after some time, a Reddit was dedicated to solving the mystery of Unfavorable Semicircle.
You guys ever heard of this YouTube channel? I've never heard of it.
Users quickly found out that if you overlaid the patterns throughout the video and put them together, they made an image. The theories failed to go anywhere until they found the Google Plus page connected to the channel. This opened a plethora of hints and clues. Like and follow for part 2.
This island is one of the most disturbing histories in America, and no one really knows the full truth behind it. So like I said before, this island was owned by multi-millionaire Francis Sheldon, pictured right here. And Francis and a number of other local men from Michigan, including this guy, Gerald S. Richards, ran a boys' camp on the island. They would fly kids to the island on this airstrip, kids from the YMCA and other schools and communities in the area.
I'd be scared pulling up.
And both the children and the parents of the children who attended this boys' camp were told that this was an island of fun where kids could relax. They had big brothers there. It was going to be totally safe. And this camp ran on this island for a period of years. Then one day, some of the kids who attended the camp began to tell their parents that the counselors or the teachers, the adults that were there on the island, had behaved with them in very, very inappropriate ways. They began telling their friends and parents that they were taken into these cabins pictured here on the island. They were assaulted. They were told to remove all of their clothing and that there were cameras all over the place. Well, it turns out that this guy, the multi-millionaire with political and business connections in the area, Francis Sheldon, was running a massive CP ring. And they had been abusing the children on this island under the guise of bringing them to a boys' camp for years, recording all of it, selling it across the world. And some of the more affluent clients of their business were even allowed to take trips to the island themselves to see some of these young boys. Now, this story bears an obvious resemblance to the story of Jeffrey Epstein, but there are some very, very strange things that are happening here that nobody knows about, and the government still refuses to talk about to this day.
Man.
So let's talk about this guy, Gerald S. Richards. He was a gym teacher at a local Catholic school who went down for the crimes, and he was heavily involved with every aspect of this business, if you know what I mean. Well, it seems like through his political and business connections, Francis Sheldon was actually tipped off that he was about to be arrested and raided and charged with these horrific crimes. So Francis, before he could be brought to justice for these crimes, he actually fled the country in a personal plane. He then moved to France, got remarried, and died in Amsterdam, and never had to pay for any of the crimes that were committed here.
Wow.
But it's when we start talking about the murders that this story really starts to blow my mind. So take a good look at this guy, Chris Bush. This is Christopher Bush's father, Harold Lee Bush. Now, he was an executive with General Motors, and the family was obviously extremely wealthy. They were politically connected, and they were very connected to every business in the area. These guys had a lot of power. But back to Christopher Bush. This guy had assaulted a number of children. He'd been let out of prison, let out of jail in a very, very suspicious way, multiple times, put on bail for serious offenses. And he was an alleged associate of the crime ring that was happening on North Fox Island. Meaning that, like I said earlier, he was one of those people who could afford to actually fly out to the island to do things himself. I'm out of time. Follow for part 3. This is where it gets juicy.
Yo. Must be doing a research on TikTok, don't they? Like, that was deep. But these islands are crazy. You know, if you go to the YMCA, someone offered to take your kids to a boys' trip to an island, you might want to turn that down.
Let's go!
Whoa. That's a lot of info. My bad, y'all. Y'all might have to pause that.
Is anybody in there?
Whoa.
Oh, tell me y'all hear that shit.
Reptilian eating? people.
Bro, tell me I'm not tripping. Y'all hear that?
I wouldn't even be standing there if I hear something like that.
Yo, what the fuck?
Yo,
What the fuck? What the fuck is that, bro? It gets farther away at the end, dude. Oh shit!
Absolute
Something
proof
come
that
out
we
there?
do live under the
I
dome
ain't
or
see
the
that.
firmament. Alright, this was the only unofficial launch to space. Unofficial team tried to launch a, obviously, rocket to space, and what does it hit here?
y'all
What
heard
just
it?
stopped it? Here's some more predictive programming for you.
Oh yeah, about to break the dome. Here comes the water.
Think about it. And this is from the Simpsons movie, as we all know. The truth is always in plain sight. And these are official images from NASA. Official, guys. One from 2012, one from 2015. Do you
Look at the
notice any
size.
difference in the size of the United States of America?
See, like, you can't trust nothing that these people tell y'all, for real. Like, they don't even know the size of America. How did they even take these pictures? You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Don't trust nothing they tell y'all.
Like, use your fucking heads. This is Admiral Byrd. He was the last one to explore Antarctica. Shortly after Antarctica decided to have a treaty, this is the only place on Earth that every country decides that we can't go visit. This is
nobody
because
go
he found
there.
the edge of the dome.
But
Shortly
scientists,
after, the United
military.
States launched something called Operation Fishbowl. Yes, Fishbowl. Listen to this. They started launching nukes straight up at the dome. Look at it. It's exploding out on something. This is a bomb exploding up. It's exploding out. Part 3. Undeniable evidence that we do live under a dome or the firmament.
Oh,
Now,
so
first
another
of all, why is it that every single ancient culture and society all depicted the dome and the flat earth? Even the Masons did that. Here's us. Here's the Egyptians' depiction. The blue sky, the firmament, and the stars on the firmament. Here's the Hebrew, and I want you to take note of this. Waters above the firmament. Here's a real
Someone's
close-up
been
of the
doing their
stars.
research. That's
This
water.
is what a real close-up of stars look like under a Nikon 9000, the most powerful camera in the world. Does that look familiar to you? Waters above the firmament? Quotes in the Bible about the firmament. And God made the firmament and divided the waters which were under the firmament from the waters which were on top of the firmament. Genesis 1:7. Why is it when you put a camera at the North Star, they always do perfect circles? If we're really doing this, then you should see
Right.
the stars do all sorts of crazy
Yo, I tell
patterns,
people
not
this
perfect
all the
circles.
time.
That's because the stars are moving and we are stationary. Look how capped this shit is. Where's the fucking stars? I got so much more evidence. If you want a part 2, let me know. And I'm going to tell you in the comments what the elites benefit from keeping this a secret. Peace.
Found
Yo, I gotta
another
follow, bro.
advanced
For real.
world just outside of Antarctica. They don't want us going there. Once you understand, there's more land beyond Antarctica. What's another word for more? Extra. What's another word for land? Territory. Put that together in a word.
Extraterrestrial.
Extra terra. If somebody came from the extra terra outside of Antarctica, we might call them an extraterrestrial from the outer space.
These people inside the Hollow Earth been living there for 2,500.
Hey yo, this is my theory on outer space, right? Because if you define the word space, it's just any area that's around you, right? This is space, this is space, this is space. This is just all empty space, right? So when they say outer space, they're talking about outer space. This way, not this way. You know, not down there, outer space. So the further you go this way, that's when you're in outer space, you know? You're trying to get to Mars, you're going this way, you're not going that way. That's my take on it.
100 years. There is one continent inside the earth and one ocean. Their capital city is built around the original lost Garden of Eden. The vegetation grows like a paradise. The people live to be up to 800 years old. They communicate.
I need to
with
go there.
telepathy. The inner earth people have built these androids that fly their flying saucers out to reconnoiter the outer earth. Our government has been knocking flying saucers out of the sky.
That's probably why we trying to build
carrying these flying
androids.
saucers. The people that live in the Hollow Earth are not extraterrestrials. They're from the lost tribes of Israel.
Oh man, he was talking that talk.
هاي مقبرة أثرية. وانت شايفين حد النهر حد السواد هذا كان نهر.
Oh.
The Euphrates is the longest and one of the most historically important rivers of Western Asia, on which the various lives of the ancients depended heavily on this river. Now, the drying up of the Euphrates River is not just a prophecy, but it is actually happening today.
That's crazy just to see a
Along
river
with the
dried
drying up of the Euphrates River, many ancient discoveries have emerged, and even these discoveries have shocked the world. Recently a video showed a man showing a drop in the water level of the Euphrates River which fell drastically. Only in the last few years the river water was almost completely drying up. In addition, the man also showed an ancient tunnel that leads to the underground with a very perfect building structure, and even has stairs that are neatly arranged and are still intact to this day.
And there's floods all over the world,
But what is surprising is who built all of this.
We're flooding right now, honestly.
Some say that this is a relic of ancient people that is still preserved today. However, there is a rumor among the locals that the tunnel leads to where the angels are imprisoned. As mentioned in the Bible, to be precise, in Revelation 9 verse 14, saying to the sixth angel which had the trumpet, loose the four angels which are bound in the great river.
Is there really a hidden city underneath the Euphrates River? Let me tell you, man. Let's go. Okay, so the Euphrates River. It travels through Turkey, Iraq and Syria. For those of you who didn't know already, pretty recently the Euphrates River has been drying up a lot. And because it's been drying up, a lot of the locals have been finding a lot of things that they didn't even think existed. They have found a whole city underneath the Euphrates River, along with its own little castle inside of a cave, and many tombs that they don't know what it was used for. And they've even found things like gold and other riches inside of these tombs. And along with that, years ago, the river Euphrates used to help one of the oldest known civilizations to ever exist, known as the Samaritans, to survive in the wild. Now, here's the really scary bit, because in the Bible and the Quran, they both state that one day the river Euphrates will dry up, and when it does, it means that the end is near. They also state that there is demons hidden at the bottom of the river Euphrates, and once it's all dried up and they are released, they will take out 1/3 of mankind. So, who's ready for that?
Scary.
Can't wait.
Yeah, but inside this 3-star motel.
3-star motel, yeah.
Not this. See the latches, bro. This what freaked me out. Right by the front door.
Oh, what's that on the floor? That's like a little trap door. No way. See, you gotta check everything. Oh my, what?
The fuck is that?
In the hotel? What hotel he at?
What the fuck is that?
Oh, nah. Damn. Motherfuckers probably getting kidnapped. Oh, no. I'm out of there. I'm out of that whole hotel. Like, I don't want nothing to do with it. Yo, this is crazy. Underneath, like, I wouldn't even never even guess to check. Like, I'm not even looking at the floors when I go to the hotel.
That's creepy.
Imagine seeing that, y'all.
How a bitch supposed to feel safe?
Check out. Go to another hotel. That's how you feel safe.
There you go.
It's funny that you say this. Let's see what the Illuminati is. Pay attention to that symbol. That look like the same symbol that's on the dollar bill. On the dollar bill, it also says, "In God we trust." So that means God's real because it says it on the dollar, right? But the Illuminati worships Satan. And Satan is the beholder of lights. So why is it saying, "In God we trust," if that's not the real God, correct? Monotheism is the belief there is only one God. And all religions worship one God. But what if that one God was actually Satan? Hear me out. Do you see?
Yo. I've been saying this for a little while. And I kind of believe that this guy's on to something, y'all. Let's listen and see what he got to say.
See how Jesus is holding up 2 fingers? Just how Satan here is holding up 2 fingers? You can even see the Pope holding up 2 fingers. So what does that mean? The 2 fingers you see means apostolic succession. Apostolic succession means temporal power. So when you see these deities hold that symbol up, it's a reminder that Satan is actually God. Like, come on, bro. He even putting it in y'all face. Oh, they go to Pope again. Now, even y'all know Satan is the biggest deceiver. You see how he deceived the whole world into worshiping him? You see how Jesus is the morning star in the Bible? And Lucifer is also referred to as the morning star in the Bible? They're putting it in y'all face. Let's look at who published the Bible. Now we come to King James. King James used to rape and kill people. It's crazy how he also happens to write a book on demonology and how to talk to demons. So y'all feel comfortable living your life off a book that he published and believes everything in it because it tells you it's the truth. Now y'all probably thinking the devil is real, so is God. Have you ever thought to yourself that God and the devil is not the same as described in the Bible? Y'all just act like that's so impossible for it to be true. Of course we have a creator, and of course we have bad energy out here. But why is it so impossible for somebody to give you a book and then tell you that creator is God and that bad energy is the devil? And you're not even open-minded enough to even question that. But you want to feel comfortable believing in that Bible because you was raised off of your entire life. So it's like you don't want to believe in anything else because that Bible makes sense to you and it's easier to comprehend. Well, I'm sorry to bust your bubble, but that shit is not real. The Illuminati, the devil, gave you all that shit so y'all wouldn't question the truth about life. This shit gets way deeper than just a book. That book got y'all so programmed. Do you want proof? You never seen God or Jesus before, but will argue somebody to death that shit is real. And you don't have the ability to be open-minded and question this stuff because you're scared of going to hell. Because in the Bible it says don't question God. So since you can't do that, just say God and Jesus wasn't real, right? So now you're living your life in delusion. Actually think about it. This whole time you was worshiping an imaginary friend. And guess what? That's reality.
No. Those things are actually chained up in Iraq underneath the Euphrates River. Now, although I do not subscribe to the Bible, I do believe the Bible has some amazing stuff in there. In the Bible, it actually says the Euphrates River in Iraq will dry up in preparation for Armageddon, which is when these fallen angels, these beasts, will be released upon the world. The Euphrates River is drying up as we speak.
That sounds crazy. I mean, if so, they've been down there for a long time. Hey, that's a crazy sound to hear. I can't even lie. I'd be tripped out.
What the fuck is... You see that shit is not moving?
Whoa, you see something that's in the sky. Y'all see that?
That shit is not moving.
It's just floating there.
The plane, is it? Yo.
It's a bird, right?
The flag's not even fucking going. The flag's
Oh no, that's
not waving.
wow, that's a plane. It's stuck. Matrix broken. It's a glitch in the Matrix, y'all. And what's up with all these sounds that's underground and in caves, y'all? It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. I'm gonna have to look into that. But these are some of the most crazy TikTok conspiracy theories that you can find on the internet. If you like the content, don't forget to subscribe, turn your notification bell on, and until next time, YouTube, peace.